Hello, Nightbots again. Hello, Kirk and Joe and Alexander and me and Nightbot, who finally decided to show up. So we are basically continuing directly on from yesterday's, not yesterday's stream, stream from a couple of days ago, with the bale stacking. Off to a good start. Yes, indeed. As always. Oh, it looks like the Mega Purge hasn't hit yet. For those of you who don't know, YouTube's doing a Mega Purge in, well, today, basically, and I'm fully expecting to lose a minimum 100 subscribers, so kind of surprised it hasn't hit yet. Hey, Irish. Joe, you haven't been here for ages? No, enter the giveaway, dude. You can win one of these. I have two to give away. They're on top of my desk. This is the Commodore 64 edition of Farming Simulator. It comes in a nice little box. It has an actual Commodore 64 cartridge in here, as well as a CD version for PC. You know, for PCs that have been built in the modern day. How do you enter? Exclamation mark c64 in the chat. Follow the link that Nightbot gives you. And just follow the instructions there. You should be able to get like nearly 20 entries. 10 or 15 entries in. It's basically a raffle. And I'll be doing the draw tomorrow. Closing date for entries. Closing time for entries is midnight tonight. So if you haven't entered yet, now is your pretty much your last chance. You're not going to get another day of entering. I'll be doing the draw tomorrow before the stream. Before the normal stream, I'll be doing a special stream specifically to do the draw. By the way, guys, I don't know if Landy's going to be live today. He sent me a message on Facebook just before 5 o'clock when I was doing some dishes downstairs, which is why I'm like an hour late. Is I had a butt ton of stuff to do before I could go live today. he said he's gone Christmas shopping, so he might not be able to stream today. Or if he does stream, it might be at a weird time, I guess. So this is a contract we're doing, if memory serves. I can verify that by going over to the contract screen. Yes! Hello, Laurie lad. A little bit of channel upkeep. I'm gonna make a channel update later on this evening to cover this, but the Insanity Challenge series is over. I'm shelving it and dumping it because the views have been atrocious. There's been very little interest shown. So that series is done. And I don't know if I'll revisit the Insanity idea again as a result of the super low interest being shown. Which kind of sucks, because I did enjoy that idea, and I was enjoying recording that series. But, oh well. The docs are out for 19, so scripts can go worked on. Very nice. Is it this side? No, it's this side. There we go. So this needs to go over to the barn, which is quite a distance away, but we'll get over there in no time at all. Hello, Joe. You're done? Very good. Very good indeed. Nice stack. I think the game would disagree with you there. It's gone a bit wrong. Hey, Jason. It's fine though, because the New Holland's flipped there, and I'm not gonna risk driving through the water. It's fine. It's not that far I've had to come. Yeah. Problem is, there is an AI driver embedded in the bales now, which is not necessarily the most helpful thing. Do you want to be impatient, buddy? Hang on, hang on. You want to be impatient, huh? Excuse me while I just park. There we go. Perfect. Beeping your horn at me. Git. Well, just a little fast, yeah. Now, if I can get the bales off the road, or the trailer off the road, so that I can get in by the New Holland, that'd be great. But to do that, I basically need to lift the whole... oh, that works too. Wasn't intending on completely fixing it, but... I mean, if it works, it works. Sim, I had to do dishes and stuff. I had so much wrong this morning, today. That I only really... 6 minutes ago was the earliest I could start. 10 minutes ago now. Hey, CD. Oh. I had a hired worker doing something over here, didn't I? It wasn't you. It was you. Right. This... How did you miss that much of the field? Come here. Come on. Also, how are there weeds grown in here already? Oh, there's weeds grown in all the fields. That's not particularly useful. The thing is, Sam, is I wanted to do it in a different format, but yeah, I think you're right. I think it is better as a streamed series. I just need to find some ideas to do videos with, I guess. So I need a weeder is basically what the game's telling me now. That's less than ideal. I also enjoy how the weeds grow in like specific lines. It's like, this is the line up to which the weeds have grown until now. Yeah, I'm with you there, Sim. The weeds are a bit of a mess as things stand, I feel. Right, away we go. Is it this next turnoff I need to take? Yes. Hey, Richard. Nightbot is really catching up after yesterday's death. Let's get spun in here. The amount of weeds is totally out of proportion. Yeah. I think the way Seasons will work the weeds is a lot better. It's a lot more, I don't know, down to earth, realistic, true to life. I don't know what way to phrase it correctly. But I think Seasons, the way that they've got their weeds working is much more manageable. Hey, Drum Lover. It has been a while indeed. Except for the fact you were talking on Discord earlier. How's things with you, dude? My room feels empty. Seasons, what have you missed? Seasons is coming to FS19, Joe. And it's... I think it's a lot farther on than they're letting us believe. Or they want us to believe, I guess. It looks like it's going to be another game changer. In true typical Seasons fashion. Did I turn on my heater? I didn't turn on my heater. That would explain why I'm freezing. Revenge is sweet! Just piling through the AI traffic, honking hysterically. The weeds are trying to make it idiot-proof. Yeah, I guess... I think it's because... I think it's more a case of with weeds they're trying to kind of make it like a normal crop so that it makes sense like within the game world, but it doesn't as a result. Bet Seasons of PH testing? No, I doubt that. Ross. Is Bill making a map? I have no idea what's going on with Bullet Bill, Drum Lover. Like, absolutely no idea. Last I heard, he's taking a break to just deal with personal stuff and deal with stuff on his end. I don't know how long that break is gonna be. I don't know if it's a permanent thing, I don't know if it's a temporary thing, I don't know what the story is, or what the deal is. But I know Oxy's map is looking very promising. Like, I'll talk about the happy things. Oxy's map looks amazing. And apparently he said in Landy's stream the other day that it's going into testing, like, within the next couple of weeks. And when I say testing, when it comes to Oxy, it doesn't mean Giants testing, it means it's going out to his private set of testers who... I don't know if he's chosen them all yet. Hey, Doits. Please don't start talking about salmon again. Please don't start talking about salmon again. How are we now, Chris? Chris, did you not enter the giveaway yet? Like, I'm not putting limitations on who can enter, by the way. Because Landy has entered. What's wrong with salmon? Remember... Oh, were you not here yesterday, Larry lad? Deutz made a very unfortunate typo. That broke the stream. How do you enter the giveaway? Click on the gleam.io link that Nightbot has put in chat and follow the instructions there. Gleam is very nice for just being very clear and concise. Very nice and fair and unbiased and very easy to run. You're at school. Oh, you missed me breaking. Hey, DMF. As my phone goes off. You used to work in a salmon factory. Nice, I guess, Richard? I don't know if that's a good thing or not, because... Like, while I can endure the smell of raw fish, I don't know if I could, like, do it daily. Hey, Sean O'Brien. Ooh. Spinner in. What's a salmon factory? It's where they package salmon into the salmon that you get in shops. Hello, Jag. How are you doing? Salmon stinks like fish stuff for some... It's because salmon's a fish, Laurie lad. I'm sorry that I have to be the one to break this news to you, but salmon is a kind of fish. It's also not the worst smelling type of fish. If you think salmon and normal fish smells bad, you have clearly never smelled rotten dogfish. Because, oh my god, that is horrific. It's like... Just imagine the normal fish smell, but on steroids. Your auntie died this morning. Oh, dude, I hope you're okay then. I kind of hope in a way that it... This might sound mean. I hope it wasn't a surprise and that it was peaceful. No, get on the trailer, you git. Satellite ratio on YouTube Rewind. Did you see the tweet they put out where they made fun of it? YouTube are completely disconnected from the user base. Oh, that's the worst kind. If she was like ill for a prolonged period, then there'd be some solace in it, but that's just the worst kind. Hey Dakota, why would there be factories making the salmon? There wouldn't be factories making the salmon, there'd be factories packaging the salmon. Like near me there's a couple of meat factories and they don't make the meat, they just package it up. Yeah, thoughts were you in the family, dude. That really sucks. I'll try and make this a good stream to raise your spirits, I guess. I agree, there's plenty of people I don't like. He's not one of them, but simply put, rules are rules and he ignored them. And the ban on Discord translates into the stream usually. I think what people are saying about FS19 is unfair just because there's a few bugs, FS17 did as well. Exactly, I mean, people are really weird. Like, something like Fallout 76 releases with actual game-breaking bugs, and they say, oh, well, it's Bethesda, it's to be expected, they'll fix it. But then FarmSim releases with, you know, granted, a lot of bugs, but none of them really game-breaking, just inconvenience bugs. And people, like, claim it's the end of the world, and, oh my god, this is the worst game ever. I'm like, hang on, hang the flip on. For 5 minutes here. Let's look at what you're trying to claim. Fallout 76 is okay because Bethesda are a bigger company, but Giants, being a small company, have to make a perfect game every time. You're going about it ass backwards, and you're talking out of your ass. Because I would expect the bigger company to make the perfect game. Or to make a game with less bugs, but that never happens. Bethesda, Ubisoft, EA. All of their games are bug-ridden messes for the most part. FarmSim? Yeah, it's got bugs. It's made by like 60 people though, so it gets a bit of a free pass compared to them. Let's just complete the contract here. You start playing in FS17. Oh, I would hate to break the news to him about FS... the mess! The absolute mess that was FS15. The FS15 was a nightmare. There were bugs in it, just left in it for months while the console version was worked on. And back in FS15, Giants really, it was before Lars came on or came in and really took over community management. And there was just no information coming out of Giants at all. They were very much a closed company. Like, you'd get occasional whispers and news and stuff like that, but nothing like the amount of information we get now. And the amount of information we expect from Giants now. I mean, back in FS15, the biggest complaint about Giants was, please tell us something. Let us know what's happening. Liam, I've removed the blacklist, so you can say consoles. Consoles haven't seen an update because we're still on 1.2. I think you mean 1.1. Consoles haven't got the 1.2 update yet because Microsoft and Sony need to test them. Microsoft and Sony are hilariously bad at basically running stuff. Hey, Maddie. Microsoft and Sony just are very protective of their consoles, I think is the best way of putting it. And they basically need/want to test everything that goes out on there, which is why there was no beta for 1.2 on consoles. It would have only been really coming out about now. To begin with, Giants have said that they're hoping to get 1.2 out on consoles and next week. I think that's a fair timeline. I know that it sucks for console guys, you gotta wait a little bit longer. But that's unfortunately the way things go. Asterix are good. Maddie, how things are you, dude? Getting FS19 for Christmas on your PS4. Very nice. Am I excited for Christmas? Yeah, actually. It's actually one of my favorite days of the year, not only because I take the day off from all things YouTube. I might, like, hop on the server Christmas night. Possibly in a less than normal state. Yeah, Christmas is one of my favorite times of year. I need to get a weeder, don't I? Yes. So let's sort this out here. I see no reason not to get this. I also see no reason not to use the armor track. You gonna dress up as Santa? I need to start putting my Christmas logo into stuff. Dave's gonna dress up as Santa. I might, you never know. Giveaway ends tonight? Yes, it does. It's closing at midnight tonight, which might be 11 PM my time, but it's closing late tonight. So this is really your last day to enter, and really one of your last chances this stream. And I'll be doing a special stream tomorrow where I draw the 2 winners. And this looks truly ridiculous on the back of the armor track. Do you know, I think if I unfolded this, the armor track might actually fly. How many entries have I had? The last time I checked it was 68 people with 500 odd tickets. Because I kind of counted as a raffle. There were 68 entries with 500-ish tickets. And I'm hoping that Gleam makes it so that you can't draw the same person for both of the 2 prizes. Because if it does, I'll have to redraw one. Even if you get drawn out for both, I'm not sending you both copies. There are going to be 2 winners, 2 individual winners. Surprised something that small could hold something that big. I mean, this kind of proves that size and everything. Also, I know that I could just seed this up, but I want to do some weeding. Can I put a RainbowDave hat in there? No, because basically anything off my spreadshirt is way more expensive than I feel like it should be. The only things that a Christmas card. That I could do. A Christmas card would be doable. The armor track has some Red Bull. It's got some Turkish Red Bull, whatever the Turkish equivalent is. This thing just doesn't care. This thing just, it does not care at all. This is my favorite tractor in the game. Hey, armor track, pull this big huge weeder that's bigger than you are. Okay, I do that. I pull weeder. What else you want me to do? Could you do some plowing with the 5 for a plow? That's too big for you. Okay, I do the plow. Anything else you want me to do? Can you pull the cultivator that's like requires twice the power you have? I try. I pull cultivator very slowly, but I pull it. Nightbot's still dead. No, Nightbot's back, Bradley, or should be. This just does not care, does it? Yeah, the boxed copy does have a PC CD disc of the C64 edition, so the contents I can't show you on the camera. I can try. Can you read that? Kind of. So, Commodore 64 128 cartridge with the game on. This way. A user manual in English. A CD-ROM with the game on and an emulator, as well as a PDF user manual in 8 different languages, possibly using Google Translate. And of course you can get like a signed piece of paper from me if you really want to as well. Because I'll have to send it in post. I do need to figure out how I'm going to send it. Because I might need to like buy some boxes. But I will send it with possibly a little note, possibly like a little pack of sweets if I can. Quick look in Discord, please. Uno momento. I would presume the admin room, yes. Second one, Yanis. Option 2, please. If you want, you'd be happy with a Christmas card from me, and you'd most probably give it to Landy. You'd send it on to Landy? I mean, if you want, I could actually, and you wanted me to, I could send it to Landy direct. And, like, post you a Christmas card individually. You like sausage rolls, even though it's not keto. I mean, I'm not going to send you a sausage roll because post tends to take a while. I'd send you, like, a pack of Haribos or something. Some Irish candy. We have the same candy as the UK does, and for the most part, most of Europe. So if you wanted to nominate somebody to actually get the box copy of the C64 edition, you could feel free to do that, and I could get the address off them if you forward on like their email address or something. Or Landy, I could just ask him. If it's Landy you want to give it to. But I could still send you something. Could you get a package? They would not survive well in the post 1174. Is there not some Irish specific candy? I'm trying to think if there actually is. Because like Irish specific food is very weird. We've got like red lemonade is typically Irish. It's I can't even remember what the flavor is supposed to be, but it's red lemonade. It tastes of red lemonade. You've got Tatoes, which are just cheese and onion crisps. You've got Kimberly Mikado and coconut creams that someone you love would love some. You've got like specific soup brands here. But I don't think there's any specific candy. There might be 1 or 2 bars that are like only available in Ireland. But I can't remember if the birds exploded from the ground. I can't remember off the top of my head what they are. Hey Kai, I'm doing good. You got in ahead of me. Answering the question that you knew I was gonna ask. It's good to hear you're good. What GPU I've got? Just a bog standard 980. And I wouldn't send that because I need it. Until I can afford a 2070 or 2080. I'm kind of looking at 2080s now, suddenly, because I found some that are relatively cheap. And the only reason I want to upgrade is just to future-proof a bit further. Nightbot's very quiet all of a sudden. Isn't TI better than box time? Yes. TI is much better. TI is basically just Nvidia's way of saying it's upgraded. Hey, Ross. Am I? I'm doing good. How are you doing, dude? I sent Annie? No. What time are we doing the draw? The plan is before the normal stream. And maybe just like a very quick, brief, well, it will be a very brief stream just before the normal one. Am I talking £900 cheap? I found one the other day for 800 and something euro, inclusive of tax. Your PC is very likely not better than mine because I've over-rammed mine. Mine's got 32 gigs of RAM. And for most purposes, 32 gigs of RAM is just beastly. Something else is... The bottlenecking item on my PC is almost definitely my graphics card because it's only a 980. Gotta go. See you, Lara Dad. $16 gigs here. Yours is better than Landy's. Work on the map flat out, so I guess the community soon. Don't rush it, dude. Do not rush a map, ever. That is... Can you not hire a worker? Can you not hire a worker to weed? Is this a thing that I'm seeing here? You can't hire a worker to do weeding? Oh my god. What CPU do I have? i7 4790K. Running at, I think, 4.2 gigahertz. I'm gonna pull the armor track off this because I want the armor track to be on seating duties. You can hire a worker to weed. The game would disagree with you, Martin. Also, you might notice that I intentionally did that because it was on its side. Or on its front, I guess. If you seed, then you can weed. Ah. Oh, was it because... it might be because the ground wasn't seeded, yeah. The real question is, do I want to grow more cash crops? And I think the answer is yes. I think I want to do just canola. Also, do I have this set up so hard workers buy... That's the wrong one. That's also the wrong one, so it must be here. Off. That'll do. So you can do that. You, New Holland, you're gonna be on weeding duties. Because you've got a slight power edge over the armor track. Up Air Ireland is taking some time, just a new FS19 setup, getting there. Don't rush it, dude. Take your time. People like Oxy, they might be getting their maps nearly finished at this point, but Oxy's just a miracle worker and he's got so much experience in doing maps that, yeah, he really is just insanely fast at this point. Been doing canola, just canola since the 20th and it gets really boring. Well, maybe switch it up a bit. The only reason I'm doing just canola is because I don't want to have straw bales lying around. Oxy's the best of the best. Like, he is, I think, the best mapper out there right now. He will never say it himself, but I firmly believe that He just comes up with the best ideas and implements them in the best ways that are realistically possible. He's got some interesting methodologies for 19. So once Marwell Manor, I think is the name of that, once that comes out, have a look at it and have a look at what he's done. Hey, Fenton. Because Marwell Manor is really just the beginning for him, I think, in 19. I think he's got a lot left in the tank. But looking at the pictures, it's gonna be something special. There's this new map set. Am I gonna be testing Marwell? I don't know. We none of us know, Fenton. Generally speaking, I'm gonna talk generally and then I'm gonna talk specifically, okay? So bear with me while I say this. Generally speaking, I don't test maps. Generally. I don't like testing maps in general. Because I don't generally have the time. Though I will make exceptions. Oxy and Dusty Dave, the two Daves really, are the exceptions at the moment. Because I believe they've got the talent to make spectacular stuff. Oxy we know has the talent, Dusty I believe has it. He just is, I guess, a bit rough around the edges at the moment. At times, so if Oxy asks if I want to test Marwell, then yes, I will say yes. I will help him test it. Just like I helped with Shamrock Valley. Be more than happy to make the time to test an Oxy map. And if Dusty asks me to test, well, that's his first map, Dusty Cove, then yeah, I'll help him out. The only problem for me would be I'd need to learn bits of GE again, because I like testing the technical stuff. Do I know what's happened to Bullet Bill? Not a clue. Corner, Matty. Hey, Farmer Campion. Where's Oxy's new map set? I think it's in the UK anyway. It's another UK map, I know that much. I don't know kind of where specifically he's basing it. But for me, all that matters, because I don't live in the UK anymore, all that matters is just that it's a UK map from Oxy. It's really his, I guess his comfort zone. Although I would, I think a few of you guys might agree with me here, I would love to see Shamrock Valley come in fairly soon. Just to see what that'd be like in 19. Because I think that was his best map in 17. And it was kind of a bit underloved because of when it released. Hey Massey, how you doing today? By the way, I'm not going to be finishing up at 7, I'm going to be finishing up whenever Landy goes live or when I get food, whichever happens first. So it's one of those streams. How am I? I'm good. I'm a bit frustrated by the fact that nobody seems to be all that interested in the Insanity Challenge, and as a result I'm cancelling it. It's always frustrating when I gotta do that, when I really like a series, really enjoy it, and the interest just isn't there. Your i3 CPU is better than i5 CPU in Cinebench. Some i3s are better than i5s, but generally speaking i5s are the better ones for gaming. So the way that I'd rate Intel CPUs is the i3 series is really an office use. Yeah, kind of more of an office based CPU. The i5 is more of a gaming based CPU, and the i7 is a heavy use CPU. So unless you're streaming, I know that some of you were enjoying it, and I do apologize to you, Jag, and Kai, but when I look at the views and I see them decreasing very steadily and drastically, I don't see a way back for that series to get anywhere. I may stream it instead, but that would basically mean that if there is a 2-hour, a harvest that takes 2 hours, it will just be the entire stream harvesting. And the really annoying thing I think that plan that I came up with in today's video would have worked to kind of advance in a decent way. So that kind of sucks in its own way. That just as I come up with a plan to get the series moving a bit faster, the interest hits such a low point that I don't feel like it's worth continuing. Unfortunately, that's what happens at YouTube sometimes. Enjoy the Insanity Challenge. I know that the people who do watch them and enjoy them. Should have done it on Felsbrunn. I probably should have, but I don't think that would have made a lot of difference, honestly. Because the rules would have been the same, the basis would have been the same. I think the net result would have been very similar, if not the same, because I think it's not even that the series was very slow moving. I think it's more that people just aren't interested in the 3 maps. And I think some people just aren't interested in the game because of what they perceive as slights that Giants have done, and they don't like the bugs or whatever. A lot of people rather live streams and videos. This is true, Simulator Dave, and I know that I'm known as more of a streamer, but I was hoping that moving what was a stream series into a video format might have got a bit of interest into the video side of things. Well, it wasn't new, Sam. I was reusing an old idea, but I've got a few ideas for videos that I can do in the future. They're gonna be on hold for a little while. You would have rather it on Felsbrunn. The problem is this I'm counting as a Let's Play, and I don't want to have 2 Let's Play series on the same map. Have they changed the max you can get for horse from 50,000? I don't think they have. Do I know if modded maps will use infinite seed points? I would presume so. A lot of mappers prefer the infinite seed points over forcing you. I'm gonna say that, I'm gonna use that word intentionally, forcing you to use the seed pallets and big bags and whatever they want to call it. Now I have seen on Facebook a very interesting video of somebody who's made big bags that actually deform. Like, you pick it up and you can see the bag stretching a bit because obviously they're heavy. Looking forward to that mod coming out if it does. And the person who's making it has said they want to try and get it on consoles, so in an ideal world that'll be on console, and that'll be a very, very interesting mod to play with. New format for that. Yeah, I liked kind of experimenting, and that was an experiment that didn't work out, so I'm frustrated, but I'm not upset. I'll put it that way. You know, I come from a science background before I did YouTube, so experimenting is obviously part of what I do. And I like just trying new things and seeing how formats can influence different things. And I thought the format of Insanity that I was using was really interesting. Obviously, a lot of people disagreed, so I might try it again on a different map. Hey, Smiley. I might try it again on a different map. I think it might have been overexposure of the 3 Giants maps might have been the cause. It might even have been that people didn't realize the standstill Apache was actually good in 19. Like, it could have been something that simple. But it is, in a way, a shame that I'll never know the exact reasons that that series didn't work out. Because if I knew the exact reasons, I could make those exact changes and get it working. Rules are probably a bit too severe. See, the point is the rules are supposed to be really severe for Armor Champion. That's the entire premise of the challenge. And in fact, I had eased off the rules since FS17. In FS17, I was using much smaller tractors on the west coast. Yeah, Sam, I think I'll probably try it again in video format on a different map once mod maps start really coming out. And I'll see how that does. What vape do I have? Yes. I have this one. And I'm using tobacco flavored juice. Oil, whatever you want to call it. Because I'm using it as a quit smoking aid. I think it's a combination of a bit of everything, Jag. So I'll probably revisit it again and see if I can figure out a rule set that might work better in videos. The FS17 version was painful, but I loved it. Like, that forced me into such a weird playstyle. The crowdsource challenge, I think that was a good format for having with videos. But it's not something that I'd want to do too regularly, because it is very stressful, kind of going to record and having to you know, having a plan and then doing the rule roll and having that plan just blow up immediately. That's kind of the issue with the crowdsource challenge format is like, I can walk into a video, I can sit down and say, I'm going to record and I'm going to do this. And then the rule roll says, no, you can't. No. Just screw you, no. I tried. I'll try it again in video format, and I'll probably change the rule set slightly so that it's maybe a bit more... I don't want to say fast moving, I want a bit more well paced. Bloody heck! Weeds! What the crap? When's the update coming to console? It'll be next week, Farmer Champion. Try the crowdsource challenge on 19. I will when there are mod maps out. I'm going to try a few different ideas when mod maps are out. Including a few new ones. I've got some kind of interesting series formats I'd like to experiment with. To those of you that are new to the channel, yes, I do say the word experiment, and I do actually mean experiment. I want to see how they work, if they work, when they work, what happens if I try this. 2 weekends till Christmas. Yes, we're only... Is it 2 weeks today? Less than 2. 10... 11 days today. Till Christmas. And... Oh, bloody heck. Hard work didn't even work correctly. Come on, you got work to do again, because you didn't do it correctly the first time. You git. I was complaining last week that, oh, I haven't been able to do any weeding yet. Oh, I haven't, yeah, oh, there's not many weeds after appearing, and now there's too many. The game does not know moderation. Do I know when Courseplay out? When it's ready. Courseplay is a lot of moving parts, and they gotta get it all to work together and work with the game. The version 1.2 update will have delayed Courseplay slightly, possibly by like a couple of weeks, because possibly by longer even, because they might have implemented some stuff into Courseplay that was aimed at fixing the bugs the Giants then fixed. And those changes might now cause bugs, so just be patient when it comes to Courseplay and scripts. I know Courseplay is being worked on very heavily and being pushed as hard as they can push it, but you know, it's still going to take a while. I think they did change the weeds in the update, yeah, because pre 1.2 I got like no weeds, and now in 1.2 it's all of the weeds. Hey Rainbow. Cultivator still drifts a small bit, yeah, not as much as it did. Sam, that's not correct information. Without saying too much here and revealing secrets, they didn't need the Lua docs to be released. I know a bit more than is public. I'm not gonna say what, but they didn't need the Lua docs. Sometimes, just bear in mind, Giants listen to the community. They know what the community wants. That's all I'll say. Hey, Twitchy. How you doing today, dude? I may need to mute my mic in a second because I feel a sneeze coming on. And I don't know when it's gonna hit. We're gonna ready to just slam my finger down on the mic mute button when it does. Oh, it's going away now? Okay. You do that, Sneezy. That either means it's not gonna happen or it's gonna happen without warning. Good. I am coming down with a bit of a cold, by the way. So if suddenly I become very nasal next week, it's because I've got a cold. Just going off what you can tell without knowing behind the scenes. Take a chance we're working them. Yeah, Giants help some people sometimes, yes. Modders can go to Giants and ask for help, and quite often they do get it if they're in Giants' good books. There's no blacklist of people the Giants hate, but if they're in Giants' good books, if Giants like them, then yeah, they're gonna get a bit more help than maybe others would. Courseplay, for the most part, Giants know that people want Courseplay. They know that it's a nice, convenient mod for people. They know that YouTubers who Giants cannot stop praising and helping out. They know that YouTubers like Courseplay, and it's really useful for us. So, you know, we scratch Giants' back, they'll scratch ours, effectively. So you might see the convenience mods that we like getting maybe a bit of a helping hand. Something like Courseplay is almost always going to get a helping hand, because that's just beloved. That is one of the most useful mods in the game. Wonder what Giants are working on now. Mods, probably, and possibly the next patch as well. Possibly more bug fixes. That's the giveaway. I'm giving away 2 copies of something there are only 500 copies of in the world. Farming Simulator Commodore 64 Edition, which, you're gonna say, Dave, that came in the collector's edition. There's a lot more than 500 of those. Dave, you can buy it off Giant's website. There's a lot more than 500 of those. Yes, there's only 500 of these box copies. There's only 500 actual Commodore 64 cartridges. This boxed copy, if you own a Commodore 64, you want to open this? It is still in the plastic wrap, as are the other two that I've got. One's being kept by me and probably never going to be opened. This has an actual Commodore 64 cartridge that you can use on a Commodore 64. There are only 500 of those. It also has a user booklet in English and a little PDF CD that has the user manual in 8 different languages. And it also has a CD-ROM with the game, so if you don't want to buy it off Giant's website and you want to win it, you can actually win the game from me right now. That was on enter! Exclamation mark C... screw it, I'll just... follow the Gleam link I've just put in. Follow the link I've just put in, Chronicle, and follow the instructions there. Gleam I find is very useful for giveaways and very self-explanatory. There's no real... It's not difficult to follow. I believe, Twitchy, that's what in the works. So you can add, hopefully, just like grass and like bushes. Because I'd like to hedge up the fields, if I can. Like to have hedges going around here. How's the seed on this? It's still tons. I think I'm going to ease the load on the little armor track by buying a second seeder. If I press the right button, that'd be really useful. I'm gonna buy a second seeder, which is... Where the hell are seeders? Cultivators, seeders. Do you know, I want to watch this working, so we'll buy this, and we'll buy this. We'll put them both on the New Holland, because the John Deere doesn't have a front link. Just on all 4 of them, hope you win! Just put it on a shelf as a special item. Same as me then, Chronicle. If and when you get something that rare, that there's only 500 of them, I've got a couple of items that there's only like 100 or 200 that exist. But they're kind of stuff related to my own personal life. Like school and stuff that I've done in the past, so... you know, they're never gonna go anywhere. You've heard you can sow grass, roll it over, and kill steepness with the smooth brush. Smooth. Oh, look at that! That I like. That I don't. We've run out of seeds here. You have done some great work so far. I'm gonna bring you over to fields 28 and 29 because they're slightly smaller and this is a slightly smaller seeder. Gonna do the other fields with the New Holland. If I'm doing more giveaways the day before, generally speaking I don't do giveaways, Chronicle. The reason I'm giving away the box copies of the C64 edition is Giants sent them, or I say sent, Giants gave them to me. Christian Alman, the CEO of Giants, actually handed them to me personally to give away to you guys. When I was over with them in Germany doing the preview streams. Get 3,000 liters of seed, that should be enough. And yeah, generally speaking I don't do giveaways because generally speaking I can't afford them. Power Harrow goes with this. You don't need the Power Harrow though, Dites. Like if I'm going to be using the cultivator, I don't need the Power Harrow. So doing it like this is just as legit. Simulate and VF also have copies to give away, and they'll also be giving away 2 copies each. So keep an eye on their channels too. But they don't come easy just to give away. Yeah. Comes even less easy if you decide YouTube's a good idea as a job. Trust me. So I like this. I really like the way this works in FS19. Because it makes sense and it looks good. Forget the power harrow, I don't need to cultivate. I know, but I've got a much bigger cultivator anyway. Plus I like having the cultivation as a separate job. You get 6 chances to win if you follow all of us. They're the only 3 ways. We're the only 3 people in the UK and Ireland. I'm the only person in Ireland who has even, as far as I'm aware, even a copy of it. Unless somebody won it in the previous streams, I have the only 3 copies in Ireland. Don't I like teleporting seeds between the hopper and the drill? You see, it makes much more sense now with the dynamic hose system in place. So much more sense. Have I lowered the front tank? Yes. Because you're supposed to. Still need having one of those. Don't think you'd even open it. I don't plan on opening mine unless I like come up with a reason to. Like if I were to have a display case or something, then maybe I'd open it and have it like just open and kind of sealed up somehow safely so that it'd still be in pristine condition 20 years from now. Because it is really a unique bit of farm sim history. To own a Commodore 64 edition of the game. Should a real haddock for dinner, not salmon that's made in factories by Richard White. The salmon that goes through Richard's factories is just as real. The only way that it'd be like less good salmon, this is from knowing salmon reasonably well because I am a bit of an aficionado. If it's wild salmon, it's gonna taste a bit fresher. It's gonna taste a bit more meaty. If it's farmed salmon, which that is a thing, it's possibly gonna be a bit more pink, but it's not gonna taste as nice. There is a taste difference between wild and farmed salmon. It's not factories where things are made and anything else. Bought a c64 a year ago and gave it to your friend. I kind of want to buy one of the like c64 minis. I know that it's stupid to do this, but I kind of love to buy a c64 mini and just have it there. Maybe even play some farm sim on it. Especially when they're numbered. This isn't numbered. That's the only difference between the C64 edition and the most limited editions. I'll put it that way. C64 edition is not numbered. You don't know which of the 500 you own. Why does salmon need to go through the factory where things are made? Things can also just be packaged in factories. And in fact, smoked salmon is made in factories because they have to take in the raw fish, smoke it, then package it. So that it's necessary to go through a factory. Otherwise, it's just filleted or whatever they want to do with it in a factory and packaged up. Factories are just for preparation, really. They're not necessarily for construction purposes. If you see a factory as something where things are made, you're kind of viewing factories wrong. They're preparation Is the collector's edition limited? I believe there was a limited run of collector's edition, but I don't necessarily think that it was like a set number. I don't think these are numbered anyway. I don't see a number on here. Yeah, there's no number on it. The only number is like USK ab 0 Fragigaben. So that's the only number that I'm seeing. It's sound scrap sweet. Oh my god. Larry lad. Please. 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 Google salmon factories or meat factories. Because they're usually just meat packing plants and they're just called factories because it's on industrial scale. With any meats like that, like the packing warehouses or whatever you want to call them, they're just called factories for ease. Because there's usually a bit of preparation work that goes in the factory. We'll say they probably bring in the full animal, whatever it is. Around here it's usually like pigs and cows come in full animal, and they're then processed up into the bits of meat that you buy in the packaging in shops. Should run over innocent bystanders. Why? Why would I want to do this? Is this the question that really raises for me? Hey, Robert. Also, did one of these fields need to be ploughed? No. No. Oh, good. No. Good. Good. Sent into the contest. Very good. Drum over. If you want, Nightbot's just reminded, if you want to join the Discord, feel free. There's no, like, limitations on joining it. I know some people on YouTube have, like, patron-only Discords or member-only Discords. Like, if you want to join this... You know, it's, I think, one of the more active farm sim YouTuber Discords. It's definitely more... I think it is the most active other than Daggerwinds. You're farming the veg get packaged in the packaging warehouse. That's on a farm, though. This isn't a farm, Larry lad. This is where the input is the raw meat and the output is the packaged meat. It is, by definition, a factory. Horses go to sleep and lay down at night. So do all the other animals. That's always been a thing, just a nice little detail. Do I like Lego? Yes. There. Oh, by the way! Oh, here's a thing that I never mentioned. If you like Lego and you like Lord of the Rings, or The Hobbit, if you go to the Humble Bundle website, on the store on there, you can currently get completely for free the Lego The Hobbit. You got to sign up to their newsletter, which is completely free. It says subscribe. It is a free newsletter. And you will get a Steam key for Lego The Hobbit 100% free for you forever. And Humble Bundle is one of those websites that I love. I absolutely love, because they usually have games at reasonably good prices, and you can just give the money to charity. You can, like, buy the game and just donate pretty much everything to charity. Can I link it? If Yanis is about, or one of the mods wants to grab it out of the admin room, it's humblebundle.com, all one word. humblebundle, all one word, .com, and then you go onto the store on there, and you will find Lego The Hobbit for $0. They've also got a pretty deep sale going on, and as well as that, they've got bundles, hence the name, on sale all the time, where most, if not all, the money goes to charity. I know that the Yogscast bundle is a big one this year. The Jingle Jam bundle. One of the rare times that I'll shout out the Yogscast, because I absolutely love the fact that they do the charity streams through December. And one of the streams is traditionally Farm Sim, so props to the Yogscast for raising money for charity with Farm Sim. Landing Live today, I don't know. He said he's going Christmas shopping today, so it's kind of a bit 50-50 on that front. Lego was bad, no streams on Lego. What's wrong with Lego? Hobbit is $3.74. Oh, have they ended the sale? Because I got it for free yesterday, Massey. Yanis pointed me towards it, and I just went mental in the admin room yesterday. Perhaps you need to log in. Maybe. Shouldn't need to. Lego games are fun. They're really addictive, though. That's the problem with the Lego games. Hello, you so. $3.74 now. Oh no, I'm sorry. I only found out about the sale last night, and I forgot to mention it earlier on the stream. It may have ended fairly recently. Do I have Lego Technic? No. I don't generally have Lego games. I love Lego, but I don't really have the games. Oh, I'm so sorry. Still, $3.74 sounds like a good price for it. How's Dave today? Dave is good. Dave is good. Dave woke up late, had to do dishes, because he'd been promising to do it all week and just putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, and I couldn't put it off anymore today, so that's why the stream started like an hour late. Then I made some mac and cheese because I was hungry. Yeah. I'm just gonna stream until I get more food, basically. Or until Landy goes live. Whichever happens first. You got the Lego Movie. The Lego Movie is amazing. Oh, I love the Lego Movie. The Lego Movie 2 looks amazing too! If you haven't seen the trailer for the Lego Movie 2, oh my god, watch the trailer for the Lego Movie 2. Also the, what's it called? Detective Pikachu? That looks amazing! Driving your Bugatti and Gran Turismo so fast. Speedy. There's a mountain of it in your mum's loft. I've always been a fan of Lego. One thing I'd love, I've nowhere to put it, but I'd love it, is the Lego Saturn V. How do you make mac and cheese? You buy it pre-made in Tesco and throw it in the microwave for 5 minutes. I bought a ready meal in I found ready meals of it in Tesco last time I went in shopping with my mother, and it's actually quite delicious, so she's now buying me mac and cheese pre-made that I just need to microwave for like 5 minutes, and I'm a happy bunny because it's delicious. Meccano, oh my god, Meccano was so good as well. I stopped because I just kind of lost interest in it. I'm kind of annoyed now because I lost like half the set. Lego Saturn V is awesome. I want one so badly, but I've nowhere to put it is the problem. Like, I could probably put it on top of my desk, but it's so big that I think it might actually hit my ceiling. Love to get some of the Lego Star Wars stuff. Yeah, that'd be fun too. I think if and when I get a job and like my own house, I'm going to have a room dedicated to just Lego. where like I'll buy those quite expensive Lego sets and just have them displayed in that room. I know there's a lot of people doing it, and I'd probably join them in being a Lego collector. Because like there's a few different hobbies that I'd like to have that I can't afford. Like I'd love to do flight sim with a more modern sim and stream that. But I don't have the money to do that. I'd love to do it on like P3D or X-Plane, just stream that and do random flights, but I don't have the money. I'd also love to do Lego streams, but again, don't have the money. I know that there's a guy on Twitch, Chewy94. He does like long haul flights where he builds Lego during the cruise, and that's a really cool idea. Thought I bought X-Plane. No, I didn't. I was going to. It was on a really good sale, but by the time that I got my YouTube payment, it had come off sale. So, I'm kind of waiting until it goes on sale again for a decent price and hoping that I'll have money, or the money to afford it. By that time. P3D I'm kind of hoping for a sale on now. That's kind of my big hope. But I am a big fan of flight sims. Simulators in general I just like simulation games. I've been playing some Kerbal Space Program again recently. The last few days I've been playing with not the newest version of KSP. I've been playing with version 1.3.1. And the reason I've been playing 131 is I've been playing it with Realism Overhaul and Realistic Progression 1, which is a pair of mod packs, effectively, that give you a space program to manage. Like a full-on realistic one with realistic-sized Earth. And when I say Earth, I mean Earth, not Kerbin. Hey baby shark. New patch broke the rear lights on T5. KSP's a really good game. Deutsfar, if you really like KSP, try out Realism Overhaul with RP0 or RP1 and experience KSP to the most insane extent it can go. You can also get, I don't use it personally, but you can also get the a mod that has realistic end-body physics, where you actually have to do the full calculations to get orbits. Full realistic calculations with full realistic physics for orbital mechanics. And it just becomes completely insane. Don't like politics in the streams. Really don't like politics in the streams. There are mods around. If you played it on your friend's PC, thank you, Chris. Can beacons turned on at all on console? Yes, it's left or right bumper or R1 and up on the D-pad. The name was bad enough. Oh, I knew it was a troll from the name alone, but I was just waiting to see what kind of a terrible troll they'd try. And that was truly, truly terrible, knowing that I hate politics in streams. I like politics outside of streams. I just hate politics in streams. So we're almost finished with this field, and I think we'll set this off on Hired Worker on field 18. It's just going to be the same size as field 19, basically. And we'll get fertilizing on these fields. I do like how fields 18 and 19 are just carbon copies of each other, just moved slightly. Like, they're almost identical in size. I think something that I should maybe think about doing is starting off some forestry and getting that area cleared of trees, so that I can make a mega field and start looking at bigger equipment. I'm sure somebody's going to say, oh, Dave doesn't like these fields because they're carbon copies of each other. I actually love the fact that they're carbon copies of each other but feel different. Like, that's a really interesting way to make... How do you paint fields? In GE? Learn GE. I'm not gonna do GE tutorials on stream. I'm sorry. Plenty of good people out there who will do GE content. But when I'm playing the game, I don't want to talk about GE all that much. If you want to know stuff about GE, Shy Wizard is the person to go to. If you look up Shy Wizard on YouTube, he is basically the GE guru. He can do magic in that bloody... in that program. He is insanely good. He does happen to come around here occasionally. I'm sure that now that I've mentioned his name, he'll pop up and say hello. Fields 1 and 2 are the same size. Oh, Fields 1 and 2 are identical. 28 and 29 are the same size as well. They're just rotated 90 degrees from each other. I enjoy the Giants do this sometimes, where they've got fields that are completely identical and they've just made a small tweak to them. 30 and 31 are also the same. And I want to say 15 and 11 look very, very similar. I think 11 might actually be the same as fields 1 and 2 as well. YouTube wouldn't be the same without all my hard work. You know, the videos... Unfortunately, Alan, the videos are going to be taking a little break because that Insanity series I've been doing of videos hasn't quite got the views that I'd like. And I'm going to be discontinuing it due to lack of interest. Yeah, you can't paint fields in-game. You can't paint fields in-game. There's no way to do that. You can plow fields into existence. That's how most people who have interestingly shaped fields have done it, and I'll probably be trying to do it over here as well. So let's get this on a hired worker. I'm gonna actually raise the... I know that I theoretically shouldn't, but it's the only way this will work properly with hired workers. By raising the sea... Oh, it's lowered the sea tank. Okay. This worker's done and dusted. I'll just get the couple of... This is going to be one insane harvest, because this is all canola. This is all going to be canola. As far as the eye can see. On my fields. So this is going to be a harvest that just brings in a metric butt ton of money. And I might be cheeky and store it in the railway silos. I'll be making videos again once mod maps come out for sure. It's just there is a noticeable lack of interest in farm sim video content at the moment. Let's grab the deer. And I think the fertilizer spreader current... I'm just gonna use the sprayer, screw it. What? What did that hit to flip over? Oh, this is herbicide and I don't want to be spraying herbicide on my fields just yet. Let's empty that. Fill you up with the good stuff. We're gonna need more than 124 liters to do these fields. Let's go get more. No, Massey, it's been a very unusual time, and there's a few reasons me and the guys think that it's not doing well for Vidya. Excuse me? Oh, just bear with me a second. Bear with me a second. There we go. Oh, I forgot to reopen these. Hang on. Bear with me one more second. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna have to fix the... Why did you do that? You guys know exactly what happened. Where's the mods? I don't know where they are. Sometimes they know when to not do something because I want to do it myself, though. Sometimes they intentionally do nothing because they know that I'm going to do it myself. If I'm particularly annoyed by somebody, and they can usually tell when I'm particularly annoyed by somebody. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the road. There we go. Get around the same in wood chips. I'm probably going to chip the woods just because it's easier. It's a bit easier to, even chat's quiet. Chat's been quiet for everybody this week. Multiplayer vids. Oh, do you mean the stream archives? Oh, they're going to be continuing. The stream archives will continue. Don't worry about them. It's just the Insanity Challenges is being discontinued. Feeling a bit better anyway. Good. Hey, Jeremy. Dwight said, I don't know why. I've noticed it all that you've just been kind of spamming words and sentences. Like, I can see what you're... when chat's moving this slowly, I can read every message. I sometimes intentionally don't respond to them. Don't worry, I can see everything that's going on in chat. Which is probably good because it seems like all the mods are asleep. Don't know where they're all gone as well. Let me know, by the way, guys, if Landy goes live at all, because I don't think he will at this point, but just in case he does. Hey, D. Garraway, how you doing? If you want to go in, I'm gonna promote this a couple more times. This might be the last time, I don't know. If you want to win a copy of the Farming Simulator Commodore 64 edition boxed copy with one of only 500 Commodore 64 cartridges that actually do work on a Commodore 64, you can enter the giveaway. Exclamation mark. Screw it, I won't get an iBot to do it. Put a link in chat just then. Click on the link that I've just popped in. Follow the instructions there, and you will be in with a chance of winning one of 2 copies of only 500 of these that exist. The Farming Simulator Commodore 64 edition. And as well as that, if you really want like a letter from me or Christmas card or something, I'll send emails out to the winners. Today's the last day you can enter. The draw will be taking place tomorrow before the normal stream. You're cooking? That's fine, Matty. I wouldn't complain about chat being quiet. I'd complain about the mods having disappeared. Chat being quiet is something I kind of expect at this point. That and trolls. People who have nothing better to do than to complain about things on the internet. Any decent mods out as of yet? I'm liking the sheds from Vertex. They are very nice. What else came out? I'm discounting Giant stuff. I'm just straight discounting the stuff Giants brought out. I like the fuel tank that Vertex brought out as well. Although I did rate it 2 stars because it doesn't do what it says it does. It very heavily implies that it is a refillable fuel tank when in fact it is an infinite fuel source. They said, oh, it's a 5,000 litre tank. This 5,000 litre tank, 5,000 litre tank, 5,000 litres. And even if I go into the shop here, go down to MISC, go over to it, 5,000 litre fuel tank. You know, it very heavily implies that it's a refillable fuel tank, but it's not, and that is very disappointing. It's not the mod that it says it claims to be. So, I did rate it 2 stars. I like it, but it doesn't do what it says it does. And I really hate when mods do that, or when that happens with mods. Because Landy got caught by the same trap, and a lot of people I'm seeing have been caught by the same trap of, oh, that's refillable. And you got the crew that think, oh, that's refillable, I'm not going to bother. And the crew that think, oh, that's refillable, I'm going to get this. It's going to be a really cool idea and a really cool way to play the game with the refillable fuel. Oh, it's infinite. That's a bit of a shame. It's a bit disappointing, really. It's a good mod in its own right, but it disappointed me that it's not refillable. I wouldn't say scam, but it's definitely misleading. Yeah, Paul. I think that was a bit cynical from Vertex to put like 5,000 litre and just slap 5,000 litre everywhere and then have it be an infinite source. Why bother putting like a capacity on if it's infinite? It's such a shame. It's so disappointing, and it just catches people out on both sides. Like it probably got less downloads because it didn't say just, oh, it's a fuel tank. You know, it's a infinite fuel refill point. It's like opening a tin of beans and finding... It's like opening a tin of beans that are baked beans and not having any sauce in it, because... like, you expect baked beans to come with the sauce. It's just kind of implied in the name, just baked beans. You know, that they always come with tomato, with that weird ketchupy thing. And you buy a tin, and it's literally just beans. Like, well, yeah, it's a fuel tank, sure. It might, in reality, have a capacity of 5,000 litres, but it doesn't do what it says it does. It's not what it claims to be. It's very misleading. The new wear map takes a lot of time. I'm not, like, here's the thing, I'm not going to criticize modders for taking their time with mods. I'm going to applaud modders for doing that. That's stuff that I want to see, is less mods but better quality. And I know that's going to annoy people, me saying that. You know, but I want to see super high quality mods in 19. Yeah, most of the mods that are going out, and even the Dodgy sites, are just, this is color selectable. Good. Why did you... Why? Why would you do this? And I'm not using the dodgy sites all that much in 19. Because most of the mods in there, it's a crapshoot, and I'm bored of trying to troubleshoot mods that have issues. You don't count those as mods. They're not really... Oh, they are mods, but by strict definition, but they're not good. They're not quality. They do nothing interesting or different or kind of much use, other than maybe if you want a pink John Deere. But they really just don't do all that much. And sure, they took time to make. I'm sure those modders enjoyed the 5 minutes it took them to make those mods, but there's no care or attention put into them. I think converts will cut it, but I think for me at least, I'm gonna just give my own personal opinions here. So if you disagree, and move on. But I really think that modders need to look at how Giants are doing stuff, especially modders who want to be like really good modders. And I know some modders are just happy with where they are. But I think the really top tier guys, the guys who want to continuously improve, need to look at how Giants have done stuff and try and emulate it as much as they can. Now I know MadXJS is one of the few who can emulate perfectly what Giants do. The Malone FS17 is terrible. I don't see that improving, Paul. I've had an argument with ARM team that I really shouldn't have had. I did. And they're quite happy with how they make mods at the moment. You know, that's fine. If they make mods that I like, that are up to my standards, then I'll download them. If they don't, then I won't. Oh, the purge has happened! Look at that! I lost way less subscribers than I thought. Wow, I was expecting like 100, not less than 20. I mean, I'm still down for the day, but that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I was kind of afraid that it'd be anything up to 1,000 subscribers just wiped off my channel, not, you know, what, 15? They look okay, but you can tell, yeah, you can tell, like, the mods that have diffuse textures as opposed to materials maps, they'll stand out in 19. But you can still kind of get away with it. I'm just gonna real quick send a message on Facebook. When will the giveaway stream be? Tomorrow, before my normal stream. If I'm running late, it'll be late, but before my normal stream. Where's the chat that I want to put it in? There. What's in old Andy? He's gone Christmas shopping. Hey Jordo, what's the crack? Not a whole lot. Why drops and subs still happening after this long? When YouTube does a purge, it's not all at once. It kind of sweeps across the website, so I might still lose some more subs later on tonight, but only losing like 14, 15. I'm not maybe 16. I'm not overly upset with that. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I was expecting to lose 100 plus. Why dropping subs still happening after this long? I just explained that. Why no Dave? Dave is here. What's with the blinking spam? What do you mean what's with the blinking spam? In fact, this purge that's happening now is aimed at spam accounts. It's the first time YouTube have ever announced that there's a purge gonna happen. And I approve of that. How's FS19 going? I'm enjoying it, but views aren't quite what I'd expected. I think with the super popular YouTubers doing FS19, the guys like AlexCast and stuff like that, it's kind of eating away at the guys who do it day in, day out. People like me, Landy, Simulate, VF, Simulation for the Nation, eats away at this. Hello, Spudman. See you, Dites. Hello, Bob. Stop now, you think? Yeah, there was nothing going wrong in chat, Massey. I'm gonna change my sub goal tomorrow as well to something that's actually achievable in a stream. Because I've had it at 9,400 for like a month. Getting FS19 for Christmas, very nice. XNZ. I'm not going to try and read the whole thing because it... 3 eyes in a row confuse me. You want to see what an FS17 model was like in 19? You'd say for me you wouldn't care, it would have to be really detailed model, but if you put effort into the mod... yeah, if you're going to put effort into the model, you may as well go all the way when you're converting over. It'll probably be like 93.65 or something like that tomorrow. That's how many YouTube they're getting rid of also. They're how to explain purges. When YouTube does a purge, and they do 3 or 4 of these a year, what they're basically doing is taking accounts that they deem to be spam. Which may or may not be actual spam accounts, and they're just removing those accounts. Not removing subscriptions. They're removing those accounts from the numbers. So something you can get kind of reevaluated later, and it could be said, "Oh, this isn't actually spam. We apologize. Here's your number back." But like it's a thing that YouTube does regularly, and usually it's without warning, and we just like drop 20 subs in a day. We're like, what the crap? It's traditionally a time when YouTubers panic when there's a purge happening because there's no explanation of like, you've just lost 50 subs. Dead accounts? No, not dead accounts. It's not even dormant accounts. It's just spam accounts. What does where on the subs it's white mean? What? It's not like they just get rid of spam accounts. They just like some rewind say a lot about YouTube, yeah. Poxy, I like them, Jordo. I actually like purges because they get rid of fake subs. I don't even think I'm in a minority here in saying this, but purges are a good thing. Like, spam subs are not worth having. Would I ever consider plugging in my steering wheel? I need to do that at some point, and it might well be tonight. Because it's going to take like an hour to set it up, and I don't have that much planned for tonight, so... Tonight may be wheel night. I need to set like an hour aside to set up the wheel in Farm Sim. Which is why I've been putting it off for so bloody long. Let's grab the John Deere again. I'm gonna need more fertilizer. Get 2,000 more liters. Am I on PC? Yes. It's just a channel stat update. That's all it is for me. Like, sure, it shows up as a negative on Social Blade and on everything like that, but for me, it's a good thing because honestly, it just kind of gives me a better idea of where my sub numbers really are, as opposed to just like, here, you have this many subs. Do I really, though? Like, you can claim that all you like, YouTube, but do I really have that many subs? Actually, could somebody... This is going to be a weird request. Could somebody go on to Social Blade's live stream that they're doing and see what's happened to PewDiePie and T-Series? Because there is a long-running conspiracy theory that T-Series bought quite a lot of subs. Logan Paul's got a lot of subscribers. I despise him, but I applaud that he's got so many subscribers. Same as PewDiePie. Like, I can't stand him, but I dislike the whole T-Series thing more with a corporate shell account. Just it is literally just a corporate account, basically, just buying their way to the top of YouTube. Last I checked, the gap was over 1 million, but that was last night before the purge hit. I think the purge might have hit those channels now. I want to see what's happened since. In fact, I have it running in a different tab silently. Yes, you do, Keen. PewDiePie's ahead by 1.3 mil still. Has the purge not hit them yet? Do I not have the stream open anymore? I don't have the stream open anymore. That would explain why. Okay. Oh yeah, I closed it last night. Hate them YouTubers. I don't mind them. Like, I don't like what they do. I don't mind them on kind of a human level. They're people. They put a lot of work in. They, you know, work their way to the top. I don't mind PewDiePie and Logan Paul and Jake Paul in terms of, like, you know, they put a lot of work into their channels, and I applaud that. I don't like their content, and I don't like the characters they portray. Actually, I just don't like Logan Paul. He's a bit of a prat. But I don't hate the channels. Well, I hate the channels, not the people. Did I play FS15? I started Farm Sim back in FS13 XNZ, but yes, I did play FS15. See, I wouldn't mind the mistakes if it wasn't screwing up YouTube for literally everybody else. Like, between PewDiePie and Logan Paul, the two of them have completely ruined YouTube for new channels. They're the cause of the adpocalypse. They're the cause of the indirectly the minimum subscriber number thingy for the monetization. It's really made it very difficult for new channels to get anywhere now because of them. So I don't really like, that's why I dislike them. It's made YouTube a much more difficult place to have content. Pretty sure he's most paid on the platform. No, the highest paid on YouTube is a 7-year-old boy. Why is it their fault for everything? Well, there was that time that Logan Paul literally put a dead body in his thumbnail that got rid of a lot of advertisers and killed monetization for a while. There was that other time that PewDiePie was, albeit accidentally, very, very racist on the stream, and the advertisers that had just come back after the Logan Paul incident left again, and that forced YouTube into the whole apocalypse thing, where videos are now for a while, just got randomly demonetized for no explanation. That's why I've got no respect for either of them, really. In terms of, like, what they do. Markiplier is on top of the list this year. No, it's a 7-year-old boy who earns $21.5 million. He's actually ahead of Logan Paul. Markiplier is, I think, 3rd or 4th. Jordo, no, don't use that language. Chris, could you just get rid of that one message from Jordo? I get that you're annoyed with them. I get that it's frustrating to hear that. But, thank you, Jans. But please keep it PG. That yodeling kid? No, it's not the yodeling kid. It's some kid that does, like, toy reviews. I saw a clip of one of his videos and oh my god, is it irritating. It's just so high energy that I'm like, no, I'm tired now, please stop, after 3 seconds. I don't mind high energy stuff, but it can get tiring to watch it. Hey, Dusty. Ryan's Toy Reviews. Is it not Ryan's Toys Review? Because I distinctly remembered having a name that I kind of sat back for a second and said, that doesn't look, that's not correct, is it? Yeah, Jordo, that's probably why he's most paid on YouTube. I think that you'll find then if you're taking clothing brand deals into it, then it's probably Logan Paul. Yeah, like Twitchy, I don't like PewDiePie. I love the fact that he does so much stuff for charity. Like, I can't not like people who do that. Like, I don't like the Yogscast, but damned if I won't give them a shout out around December for doing their Jingle Jam, because that is just a good cause. Generally speaking, though, I don't watch like huge YouTube channels. The biggest channels I watch are like, I think the biggest one I watch is like 3 or 4 million subs, which in the grand scheme of YouTube now isn't huge. Most of the channels that I watch have under 1 million, and in most cases are well under 1 million. Hey, VF. I'm not arguing with him, Massey. I'm just saying, like, the direct YouTube income Markiplier isn't highest paid. Even, like, granted, all the direct YouTube income things are always just estimates. Because, YouTube is very protective about how much ad rev they pay. I know why, but they're very protective of it. Hope so. Dusty, if you want... I'm gonna make an offer here that I don't usually make people. If you want me to help test it, feel free to ask, and just know the answer is gonna be yes. Those figures are way off. Not for the highest earners, because usually YouTube likes giving the absolute highest ad rev possible in terms of figures. When you bring it down to channels our size, yeah, they're hilariously far off. If you guys knew how much I made from ad revenue every month, you'd be wondering why I even did this. And why I'm not constantly saying, send super chats or send donations, because I have morals. This is a big Irish one, Jacksepticeye. Although, it might not be anymore, it might be RT Game. RT Game has picked up big time in the last little bit, and I do enjoy his content. I do quite like watching RT Game. I think he's one of the bigger YouTubers that I watch now. But generally speaking, in a much more general fashion, I don't normally watch huge YouTubers. Not RTE Game, RT Game. Just RT. He is an Irish-Canadian guy, I think. Also, I didn't realize that Jacksepticeye dropped most of his gimmick. He's much more watchable now. Dahi, I've never heard of Dahi. I know I'm the biggest for FarmSim. So I have literally one thing going my way, as I'm the biggest channel in Ireland for FarmSim content. Numbers are from oh god. They use Social Blade numbers for an actual article? Why? Dahi plays with Fanos Gaming. Never heard of them. I've never heard of them in my life. And that's not meant as a knock to Vanos Gaming or Dahi. It's just that I generally just like find channels that I like, and I'm like, oh, I like this channel. He dropped the overly Irish gimmick. He's a lot more watchable now. So let's gear up to make the field extension here. I mean, this is just... I don't know why you... like... the bigger wood chipper that's much more useful is cheaper, but it is. Use Social Blade. Oh my god. I've tweaked my Social Blade numbers to be a bit more realistic, and they're still hilariously high. Oh! I've just noticed! Am I seeing that right? Oh, that's where! I thought that was... Oh, that looks really nice. Is that wear on the back as well? Yeah. He dropped the overly Irish accent, yeah. Also, the magic hands have arrived. Is that all wear? Oh, it is! I like how they've done this. I like how obvious it is on the bucket. Is it that obvious on the front loader itself? There's a bit on the John Deere as well, by the looks of it. Under the dirt. Yeah, ad revenue only is, even for my channel, less than half of the actual YouTube income. Wear on weights is cool too. I've not seen the wear on weights. This is the first time I've even seen it big time. On something other than like something where the wear just plain makes sense. I'm gonna continue till 8 o'clock just so that I finish it around time, but I'm gonna eat some chips. Just so that I finish it at like a round hour. It's getting less all the time, yeah. I think if people realize just how much we rely on super chats and donations and yeah, it does twitchy, which is why I'm trying not to repair anything. I want to see what full wear looks like. If people realized how much YouTubers rely on like super chats, donations, Patreon and stuff, then they'd realize why some of the bigger channels have like every video sponsored by like the same 3 companies. Delicious food. If you are enjoying this stream and my eating chips and soon to be some chicken goujons or chicken dippery things, then do hit the like button. What I've got my chicken goujons thing. You know the delicious chicken that I went mental about the first time I got it? Got that again. It's so nice. As are the chips. See you, Massey. I think there's probably a good place to stop that. And I'll have to reposition the trailer. Hey, it's Costas. Let's unfold this. Pipe out? No? Yes, maybe? There we go. And get it running. There we go. And you will need to come under... Should I get a forestry grab for the front of the deer? Did Dave cheat again? I did not cheat since. I only cheated the once. Everything I'm buying now is a legit cheat of money. But something cool that was pointed out to me is if it wants to let me. I think this might be too heavy. Yeah, I'm gonna get a forestry grab for the deer. Actually, for the Manitou. So let's do that real quick. Telehandlers, log fork. Yeah, I do want to do some forestry, so that in the future I can make a mega field over there. Just plow everything together and kind of extend the yard, make a big field around that. That chip was excessively crispy. I like it. That was just crunch. And the added advantage of hey Shane. The added advantage of chipping the wood is that I don't need to faff about with a forestry trailer. This is start from scratch. Farm manager. Hey, Hamish. This is farm manager mode, so it's the middle difficulty. Which is similar to start from scratch, only it gives you some money to begin with. You have to kind of get a basic farm on the go at least. Start from scratch doesn't really give you that luxury. Do I have a chainsaw? I feel like I don't have a chainsaw yet. I don't have a chainsaw. Let's get the McCulloch. Because, although I don't need to right now, I have been told that this will work. I've been told that you can do this, and now I am experimenting. So if I were to grab this bit of wood, that looks grabbed to me. Spin it around and put it into the chipper, which has turned itself off. Oh my god, I hate this. This is like the most annoying thing in the game for me. Oh, the chipper's still actually up. I hate how equipment just randomly turns itself off if you leave it for too long. So, oh my god, that's free money. So the little bits of logs that are lying around are just fair game. That is a very interesting move. What I think is probably a better idea is to do some choppy chops. This is brilliant. It's doing absolutely nothing but making a lot of noise. See ya. That did nothing whatsoever. RainbowDave does forestry. Jackie Chan using a chainsaw. I didn't even know that was a thing until today. Oh, that's my new favourite thing. Let's do some forestry. What are you achieving there? Nothing whatsoever. I didn't know you could just get the chainsaw to rev. Funnier than it should be. Isn't that just my channel in a nutshell? It's like, this shouldn't be funny. The bright side, I am actually feeding that correctly for once. Usually I just lob logs at it and hope for the best. You wish I had so much. I hate them too. I keep trying to report them as like annoying as crap, but the only one that really applies is like what was it? Repetitive. Sub to the channel. Thank you very much, Hamish. Can I just load this entire login like as it is? I don't think I'll be able to. I don't think the game's gonna appreciate this. Oh, it might. Who knows? Let's see. I reckon if I give it a nudge, it might actually work, you know. We're gonna end the stream with me attempting to do this because I do need to eat yet. Come on. RainbowDave doing forestry. Attacks trees pointlessly, then just starts shoving one in with a telehandler. Is it feeding now? It's feeding now! Hey! So I'll end with the song of my people. I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave, you've been watching Farming Simulator 19 on Felsbrunn. Hope you enjoyed the stream today. If you did, subscribe, like, share and all that. And don't forget to enter the giveaway, which I'll put in one final link for. This is your final chance. Giveaway closes tonight. Winner will be drawn tomorrow. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.